Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit, and today we'll talk about that ServiceNow additional details or additional features that we have ServiceNow. So these are the things we are going to talk about in our today's class. So this is the day 31 service portal series. In this day, we'll talk about the additional details like what is one binding, what is announcement, what is the page route, what is the log entries, what is the guided tour, what is the widget related list we have, clone widget, page structure. So these are the basically things we are going to talk about in our today's class. So let's understand that one by one. So first thing I'll go by the announcement. I'll come to this one-time binding later because this need the coding. So I'll come this point later. First, I'll talk about the announcement. So what is the service now features we are getting by the announcement method? To show you the demo, I'm going to use that default our portal environment. I mean default homepage, that default service portal. In this here, I'll show you that what is the announcement and how we can use that. So first thing we have to understand that why we need the announcement. Let's say that in your service instance or maybe in your organization there is a P1 ticket which you want to show as an announcement, or maybe let's say that in your organization. There will be change freeze in the December sometime. So you want to show the announcement, or maybe you are going to upgrade your environment from one version to the another version, and you want to uh, announce that for the everyone. So you can create the announcement. To create the announcement, what we have to do, we can go to the left navigation. Under this left navigation, we can type the service portal. Basically, if you remember that every time I am typing the service portal module to the reason behind that, I just want to make sure that I have used all these modules for your demonstration purpose. So first we'll go to the announcement. Under this announcement, I'm going to create a new announcement. So I'm going to click new and then going to create a new announcement. Once you go to there, we have a name. So let's say that upgrade. So you can say we are. So this might be my message. Now we have to define the date, from which date this message will be available. So we can say that this will be, the date will be maybe past day, I'll say. And then you can define the today, for how long this message will be there. If you don't put any today, this message won't be disappear until unless you deactivated that. Then what we can do, we can say that it will be available for tomorrow, and then we'll copy these uh, title. Maybe we can put any summary. So let's say that summary. I'm just putting that summary on details. And then we have a display style. So if you open the display style, there is a these are the style available. You can create your own style if you want, or else you can say that normal or urgent. So if you put the normal, it will be blue color. If you put the urgent, it will be in red color. So we'll say that normal. And then we have a type. Under the type, we have a widget and banner. So banner means that it will be visible under this here on the top, and then widget means that in ServiceNow out of box we have an announcement widget. You can see this is the announcement widget. Here this message will be visible. So depending on your use cases, so either you can clone this widget if you want to use that, or maybe you can if you want to display, you can use also out of box widget. So we can select that depending on our situation. I'm not changing anything, and here we can select any GIF icon. So let's say we can select that cheers icon, and then you have a checkbox that if the user is logged in you want to show, or if the user is not logged in you want to show. So display first, you want to checkbox that one. And now we have options called behavior. So user can dismiss that, or user cannot dismiss that. You can decide that. So dismiss the options, you can say user can close that, user can dismiss for the current session, user cannot dismiss. Depending on that, if you select that user cannot dismiss, there won't be any cross sign, it will be always visible. If you enable these user can dismiss, so there will be a cross button, user can click that and it will be dismiss or it will be disappear. And if you select that can dismiss for current session only, so it means that it will be visible for the timing. If you log out and log in, it will be again visible. So depending on your use case, you can select that. Under this click target, if you want to redirect them to particular page or particular KB article or particular URL, you can select that and you can define that which URL you want to redirect them. Then you can define that. So let's say I'm going to, I'm going to redirect them to a different page. You can define that. Okay, so that's your use cases, and then under the portal you need to define that for which all portal this will be available. So I am going to say that this will be available for service portal, that out of box portal. Okay, and then this will be available for portal training that we have created. Okay, so these two will be under these two, this will be appear, and then we just need to be saved them. So this announcement, if you create this announcement, this cannot be changed because this announcement code is present to that ServiceNow basic layer, so you can't change that code. Or if you want to change the CSS layer, you can't change. You can see you have an announcement on the top, and if you scroll down you can also see this announcement here. This is the summary which is showing, and then you can see top, it is that that title, and then summary are displaying. This is the title and this is the summary which is displaying. And as we select that user can dismiss, so user have a options called a cross sign where user can simply deactivate it or dismiss that. If you change that to user cannot dismiss, so this cross sign will not be available. So if I refresh that, this cross sign will be gone. So you can see there is no cross sign. The user has to have see this message every time. So this is basic of depending on your use case, you can create that. And then as I mentioned that it will be available from and to. It means that after tomorrow it will be gone automatically. And if you want to change this color from blue to red color, like one there is some P1 ticket, you can just update this style sheet. Or if you want your own style, you can design that. You will simply change the color from blue to red color. So depending on use case, depending on situation, you can create the announcement. This announcement style cannot be changed because this is underneath. But if you want to change here on this widget level, you can change that. But in the top, you can't change that. Simply, if I open my portal event, there also it should be visible. So if you can see here also available. But if we open other portal, let's say the ESC portal, that in that case, this announcement should not be visible because we selected that specific portal, on which portal it should be visible. So depending on that which portal it should be visible, that will be visible. So you can see this is the different announcement, but my announcement are not visible. So depending on your use case, you can create the announcement. So that's the one point we talk about that. Next, we'll talk about that page route map. What is the page route map? Page route map is a functionality that help us to redirect to internally from one page to the another page without any coding. Let's understand one example. So if I go back to the my task, under that if I open this one, right now you can see this task is opening under the form page, or maybe ID, you can see this is the form. If I duplicate this one and simply if I open this into ticket view, let's say I'm opening into this ticket view, and let's see how it will be looks like that. So I'm just opening the ticket view. Both the view or maybe both the pages are different pages. So this is the ticket page and this is the form page. Now if we don't want to code or redirect that or anything, we don't want to do anything, we are telling that internally the system should be swapped between this page to this page. Okay, so that's what I am trying to that's what I am actually expecting. Okay, so how can we do that? Okay, so let's say that I don't want to code anything. So if somebody opening this page, form page for this particular portal, PT portal, it should automatically redirect to the ticket page. So how we can do that? So simply we can go to the page route map. Under this page route map, this is the module. We have to create a new entry. And then here I'm saying that training map, something like that. Here we need to define the portal. If you don't define the portal, it will be applicable for all. So make sure you select that particular portal. I'm selecting my portal here. And then here from which page I should redirect. So let's say that I'm trying to redirect form page. So if somebody opening form page, I should redirect to them ticket page. So that is what my expectation. I need to activate it, and then based on the order, it will be work as we know. So we created that. Now this is the form page, and then if we refresh that, you will be able to see, you will be actually see the ticket page. So internally it is swiping between form page to ticket page. Although you are seeing on the top that form page, but actual content is swiping between form to the ticket page. So if you right click here and then show customization, click show widget customization, you can see all the widget which is like all this ticket page related. Okay, so you can see this ticket page related all this thing. Okay, so don't get confused that always this top URL is the page name. It is not the cases. Sometime using the page route map, it can be internally swapped between one page to that another page, and in that case you get confused and you started finding that widget. Instead of that, you just right click and then click the show customization. Under the show customization, show widget customization, you can find out the which widget actually using for this particular page. Okay, and then you can find out the page name from there. So that's all about the page route map. We talk about next log entries. What is the log entries? If you go back to your service portal module, you have a call log entries. This is very crucial things that you can understand that which page is mostly used for to understand that which is my most useful pages, which page I should improve. That you can see that this is the log entries which is internally from the ServiceNow backend it created, and it can generate a report. You can generate the report on this table, and then you can find out that which page is used, and then based on that you can take the action. Nothing is much here. Next thing, we talk about the guided tour. So guided tour, we can create the guided tour. Using the guided tour, basically you can create the guided tour. Under this guided tour, you can explain the user that from where they should navigate and how they can use that. For that, what we have to do, under this guided tour module, you can go to this guided. Under this guided tour, you can create the guided tour. I'll create a separate for this one, that how we can create the guided tour. Or maybe I think I already have this couple of video for the guided tour. So in using the guided tour, if you create that for portal, I'll simply create one step. You can see under this page we have an option for which thing you are trying to build that guided tour. For system UI, maybe for the platform, or maybe for service portal, or maybe custom. So let's select the service portal. Once you select the service portal, you need to define that which portal you are trying to do that. So our case, let's say that I'm trying to design that for portal training. And what should be the starting page? So I'll say that what is our starting page? Index page is our starting page. So we can select that. And then here we can select that guided tool called G1, something like that. And then which specific role I want to create, that I have to define. Once you click new or create button, it will land to this particular page, and where you need to design that guided tool for the user, so that the user can for the end user, and then so that the end user can get to know that what are the steps they have to be performed for first time. So if you see, this is the portal training we have opened for the timing, and here we need to be designed for them that let's say that I'll drag that here, and we need to define that what message I want to say. So let's say that search here. So next time when this user will be come here, and then they will be so I'll just publish that, and then once we click the play button, I think you guys are not able to see that. So you will be able to see there will be one guided tool will be automatically launched, and then it will tell the user that here you can search that, and they can keep going next, and then they can play around that. So this is for guide the end user. So you can create the guided tool if you want. Next thing, we will talk about that widget related list and widget clone. So first I'll talk about that widget clone. So if I go back to the service portal, under this service portal, if I go back to any of these widgets, first of all, if you see that this form widget is completely read only, and then you have only these two options are available where you can make modification. So you can't make any modification on out of box widget. The reason behind that, you should not customize that, keep on customize the out of box widget. If you really want to customize that, you can just click the clone widget options, and then once you click the clone widget option, it will be completely copy of this widget, and it will create a clone for this particular widget. So basically the previous widget will be as it is, as per the code will be remain untouched. Here you can start modifying if you want to modify anything. All this code you have, and you can start modifying this one. So this is the benefit of the clone widget. And whenever you think that you need to clone that widget, you can clone that, but make sure that whenever you are cloning, I mean, if you don't clone that, this widget will be updated day to day in future versions. So your clone widget will not be upgraded. This widget will be automatically upgraded by ServiceNow. The clone widget will be not be upgraded, and any functionality might be you have built that can be filled in this upgrade. So that you have to be taken into consideration. Now let's talk about the related list. We have a dependency. What is dependency? You guys know already, and how we can use the dependency. We already talk about. We talk about the Angular provider. Using the Angular provider, we can create that directory, or maybe you can create the services or factory. We talk about that. We also have that Angular template. Using the Angular template, we can call the multiple template. Next, we have include in page, where we can see that from what are the pages these widgets are getting used. So these widgets are used under LF page, list and form page, page editor page, page editor, sp config, widget editor. So these are the pages these widgets are used, and each widget, as you know, that whenever we create that have instance. And under this version, all this, if you are using or if you're customizing the widget, all these customization updates, say name, date, time will be there under this version. So that's all about the clone widget and widget editor. Next, we'll talk about that page structure in page editor view. So if we go back here under this, if we go to the configuration, last few days we talk about that page designer. Basically, I mostly prefer to use the page designer. Also, you can use the page editor. Under this page editor, you can understand that how the page structure is. That let's understand one example. So if we go back to the index page, so index page is nothing but the home page, where you can see this is the page editor view, where you can see that this is a page. These all are container is holding row are holding the column, and column are holding this instance, and instance are holding that our widget. So this is the page editor view. If you want to make any modification, any parameterized changes, like these all are instance. If I click here, these are the instance, and if I scroll down, you can see this is the instance where you can start modifying them. So remember instance options. So these are the instance options where we have value. You can, if you want to modify, you just simply go and modify that. Similarly, this is the widget where you can see this what code inside this widget. If you want to see really, you can just click on this. Last will be the widget. So page, container, row, column, and the widget instant, and then widget. So last will be the widget, and there you will be able to see this widget code. If you really want to modify it from directly here, you can start modifying that. Otherwise, you can go to the widget editor and then click there and then modify that. And under this you have all the related list, like including page, instance, widget dependency, Angular provider, all these are available. These are the really column. So under the, as I mentioned that in the beginning of the day, that each page have a container have a row have a column. That is the bootstrap functionality. So bootstrap always take as a 12 digit. Here, if you want to pass any class, if you want to change this width, you can change that. So the last, not the least, the one time binding. To show you the one-time binding, I have created a demo widget. I'll just quickly open that demo widget. So this is my demo widget, and if you see here, in this widget, I have not done anything. So what I did, I have declared a variable called name, and which have the name called Rohit, and then I have showing the name here. Apart from that, I have created a button called change name, and when somebody click the button, we are going to call this function, and then what we will do, we are going to update this variable, the name variable we are going to update with the Rohit Kumar, which is expected, and which is we learned so far in our class that we can definitely update any variable. We can call that function, and there is no changes at that moment. So if I open this here, at that moment the value is the Rohit, and then if I click or if I press the button, the value will be updated, name value will be updated from Rohit to Rohit Kumar, right? So I'll just click that and it is expecting, and that is what it is working. So there is no issues. So what is the issue? So let's say that, or what is the expectation from the one binding? I have not done anything for the one binding. So what is the one binding? One binding will help you to stop overriding or stop updating the variable value. Okay, so let's see that what is that. So what if you see here, when I am pressing the button, the value or the variable value getting updated, but how do we stop to show that value? To stop that, we just need to be put double colon. So if you see that this double colon is used over the places, and then you can see if I press the button, the value might be updated here, but updated value is not printing anymore in our here. You can see it's under the preview, it is not showing that. So that is the one binding. So whatever the initial value is there, that value is remains same. The updated value is not showing in our view model. So that's it for today. If you have any question, let me know in my comment section. Thank you very much. Have a great day.